Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm starting a new series. I'm gonna start analyzing your Vods. Already, I want to say apologize for my English. It's not perfect, but we're gonna get along. We're gonna get through it. And I've been getting a lot of requests to analyze your Vods. So that's what we're doing today. We are having here a soldier craze in Yada main. Currently around 2.5k or something. Yeah, he's probably just doing his placements because he's not placed yet, and I think no one is in this game. So we're just gonna get it started and see what's happening right here.
Try not to get yourselves killed out
Yeah,
there.
we can see no one is placed here, but let's just pause that for a second because you can clearly see what is up with that comp. I think we're having like let me
Killed out there.
get back for a second. What is up with that comp? Okay, so we're having a soldier. That's good. It's the solid pick. I mean, yeah, I mean soldier myself. It's doable in that comp, but we have Sombra, we have Arisa, we have Zen, we have Junkwit and Ana. That's a really weird comp to go with. Soldier is a safe pick here because you kind of have to play around it. Yeah. What you could do is probably tell them what would be better to pick as a comp because Arisa and Sombra are not a good mixture in my opinion. And Jugboy is not really able to like get his damage out on that high ground where the enemy team will be standing and will be farming you. So that's not that smart of a pick, but we'll see how you'll get along. You might be the person, or you will be the person who has to take on most of the damage output, so no pressure here, but you have a lot to take on, and you can already tell, okay, they got a Pharah. That's your job as well. Best case scenario, you pick out that Mercy first, where you're probably gonna find a Mercy behind that Pharah. Good, you're taking some damage, you go right back, because... Oh, you could have healed that 20 HP, but that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So you go around, you want to get some good vision on that. You get poked immediately. What you want to do now is like, put down your healing immediately. As soon as you take on damage and still want to fight that Pharah, put down your healing as soldier to prevent from further damage being taken.
I don't quit till the fight's done.
So you go out again, you see that Pharah. You try to spray her, you get some good help there from Ana. And you have her down. And apparently the enemy team does not have a Mercy. Which is good for you. It'll be easier to focus at Pharah, especially because you have Zen and Ana on your team. And that McCree got you good.
Can you not?
That was unfortunate, but you had the right focus. Like, try focus that Zen first. If you don't see Pharah in the air harassing your team, you can always switch the focus to Zen Ana. So you gotta be careful with like Genji. Because yeah, nice, he waited. Because you can tell there's like a time span of approximately 2 seconds. As soon as you start harassing Genji, he's gonna deflect. And it's like 80% of the time you can tell, okay, he's gonna deflect after approximately 2 seconds of me damaging him. And that's almost always the case. Ooh, that's a nice triple kill there from Junkwit. You got taken down, that's your chance. You have 4 people down now. You go up that high ground, which is really important to take on. And from that range, it is not that easy to hit Helix rockets. Of course, she was nearby a wall, but you cannot rely on that because it was too far away. You couldn't really tell. So you could have just like waited with that Helix rocket and spend it on someone else instead. Good, you're still trying to focus her, nice. Try and interrupt the burst a little. Ooh, damn. Yeah, you saw that you looked him right in the eyes and you were like, let's do a face off. You cannot win that. No, you cannot do that. You have to. You saw it. You should dodge it immediately. And he was too far away to get on that battle and be like, nope, I got a bigger balls in here. You cannot do that. He was too far away to kill him before he kills you. So just get behind that rock next time and wait it out. You still, I'm amazed how this comp's working. But okay, they switched to Tracer. So you get out there, you position yourself on the right side, right? But you know your team is like somewhere there and you're alone here, and obviously you die doing that face off. And again, you forgot to put on your heal.
I don't quit till the fight's done.
You notice, okay, he has some nice headshots there. You either back off or you heal yourself and get back to your team, because sure you can flank a bit as soldier, but not as much, especially not alone. See, again, you have your heal up, you see it, you have your heal up, but you don't use it. Nice. Especially in solo queue, you cannot really rely on the healers to heal you as soldier. That's why you got that ability to use it. So you see that McCree right up there. He has Discord open on him. Sadly, your Zen doesn't call it, but you see it, and you could have focused him first. He would have been down immediately. Nice. So you always try to, if you have a small target you want to hit with your Helix rocket, and you're not sure if you're gonna hit it, go safe here and try to hit the ground. That way the splash damage is gonna do the rest for you. So just clearing it up here now. He's still trying to contest. You could stagger them a bit, but he's too... Yeah, you could stagger that Zarya a bit. To delay the fight, to ensure that they are not gonna choke you on the next choke point. But I guess it's really hard because everyone is greedy on that with those kills. Yeah. I did expect it was a bit late. So you see, yeah. Now you have to position yourself on high ground and get that damage from up there. And obviously you can tell. Yes, you can focus Roadhog in that situation, but wait a second. Let's move that back a bit. Let's move that back. Oops, I'm throwing there. Sorry. So you get up there, and you see the whole team. You see, well, not the whole team, but you see Roadhog, you see Ana, you see Soldier, and you see Junkrat. And you decide to go for Roadhog, which is the hardest target to take down from those four, just because your team is trying to get there and Roadhog is starting to damage them heavily. So that's why you initially decide to go for Roadhog, which is okay. It's better than doing nothing, but it would have been better to go for Ana instead, for example, because you can easily, you got your Helix rocket up now, you can easily take it down that way, especially because you're on that high ground advantage. So you get a lot of headshots out of there as well. And that would have been a safe kill instead of Roadhog. Yeah. He's just too much health you have to take down there. So let's see. So Risa has been taken out. And your McCree died as well. Still, you lose your ghost. What? That's nice.
Nice, man, nice.
But still, your McCree died. Your, you can tell, like... Orisa dies as well. It's a 4v6. Your Lucio decides to ult anyway, and you decide to ult anyway. Which, in a normal situation, that would have gone bad, because you would have wasted 2 ultimates.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Where you would be in a disadvantaged team member-wise, because you were only 4v6 already
awesome.
Before the team fight started.
Thank you, my friend.
Luckily, this Junkwood, I don't want to say, but he saved your ass. So, in this case, you got lucky. Because he made a huge clutch play out of that. But if you see teammates dying before the team fight starts, you shouldn't invest that much to still try and turn around the team fight, because you're already in a disadvantage with only having 4 people on the team.
Please.
And especially taking into consideration that they have a not that much of a way to get back from the respawn. So we got that Bastion. It's fine if you play with Orisa, yeah, but you need, in my opinion, you need a second heal for that Bastion, and your team is way too vulnerable if that one shield gets taken down, which is not that big of a job, because you have enough time to do that, because there's not a second shield to put up. If they pick a Pharah now, your team is kind of screwed, because you have so many squishy targets, and now you're switching off to McCree, which is confident pick. You really have to know, you gotta hit that headshot shots to be able to play McCree, because his mobility is really limited. So if you're not sure about your aim, or especially like your headshot aim, you shouldn't go for the McCree pick. It's not safe enough. Otherwise, always go for Soldier, because you got that self-heal, you have the mobility to get away. Oh, they want to set up there? Oh, you want to do it aggressive? What?
Arisa, I need your shield here, please.
There? You drunk, mate? You what? What the? Okay, we're just gonna ignore that, play around that, don't blame them. It's not their fault. I mean, you just gotta deal with it. There's no way to compensate it otherwise. So you're trying to get for those shots, and you kind of realize, okay, they're hiding pretty well. Your team's kind of split on now.
I think it's a good idea to hold our team.
And of course, they realize, okay, they got Bastion, they're pretty spread,
really
let's pick Pharah, take them down, easy. Now I hope this Bastion is switching. And you gotta see how you deal with that Pharah now, because I think she has Mercy as well, and a Zen who heals her up. Yeah. If you're not sure about the aim, like, even if you have good aim on McCree, you really have to have those headshot shots. Otherwise, you're gonna be pretty useless for the most part, especially if you have a Pharah in the enemy team, because she's gonna take you down pretty easily. And the Jacob was off position. Yeah, so you realize you have taken a lot of damage. You're trying to get healed back up. You still got that Bastion. So they got that point, obviously, because you were too spread out. And that carve was just not doable. So your Mercy is down, which is a huge disadvantage. You should be more passive now, because you know the whole team is on that payload. You're in for a good treat and you die there. Yeah. As I told you, you have to be more passive as soon as you see some teammates dying, and especially that Mercy. Currently taking out Mercy is the biggest part about team fights. If you take on the Mercy, it's, for the most part, it should be a one team fight for you. So don't stay aggressive if you see someone or a lot of people on your team dying. You cannot go all in solo. Yeah, nice. Another one. Another one. And Mercy's back, so you know. She gets healed up again. Yeah, you guys didn't manage to team up again. What you could do here is tell your teammates, okay, in voice chat, even though I know if no one talks, sometimes it can be really rough to speak to yourself, but you can still tell them, yeah, let's group up again. I know it's kind of obvious for everyone, but just kind of reminder does help.
Can you guys change the pass in the McCree, please? Thank you very much.
So yeah, again, you were pretty alone there on the left side. You had the right idea to go high ground, but as McCree, you're really vulnerable, so you're not really able to do that on your own. You cannot really get out of that situation as quick as a soldier could. So taking on that high ground alone on the left side there was not the smartest idea, and you got picked off and punished immediately. So now you're at the fabric yourself. You're still trying to get that poke damage there. In that case, yeah, even though you decided to go for Roadhog, you're still switching targets, which is not the best way to deal with it, because you could always try to take down one target and focus the next one. Good that you took him down there. So you're back up high ground, which is nice. Now you gotta always see like which ultimates did you already use. And I think they only used Roadhog ult and maybe Tracer, but she's gonna get that up immediately again, so that doesn't really matter. So you really gotta be careful with that Mercy ulting and reviving, so your biggest priority should be Mercy at this point, especially if you see Mercy pocketing that Roadhog. You cannot heal it up. You cannot counter damage that, because she's gonna heal more than you are gonna damage him. So always go for the Mercy first. Especially because she can instantly revive that target you just took down, and which is really frustrating. So just a reminder. Hold on. What was that? Mate! So you got taken down. Chill in the back. You see, okay, they're pushing. We have only 2 left. You ult immediately. That's really risky, because you don't really know what's out there. Like, you don't know where your enemies are located at, if they're hiding or not. See, that's why you didn't get much value out of that. You could have run out, positioned yourself on the high ground on the right side before ulting blinded, really. And now that went to waste. I know it's not easy to focus on Mercy and ult. It is not. I would encourage you to try it, but it's not easy. It's really not. Because she heals herself up that quickly, and her flight patterns are so off. In my opinion, it's really hard.
Knock me down and I'll keep getting back up.
Yeah. Yeah, so try and not get too distracted and focus on one target. Primarily the Mercy, because as soon as she ults, it's almost impossible to get her. Or maybe if you tell Zen to put his Discord orb on her, it is, of course, it is easier then, but you gotta communicate more. And take on that high ground advantage is really important.
We're all soldiers now.
So we got Soldier, Widow, Orisa. I don't know what this guy is.
Reyes should have cleaned up
This is
the
Orisa.
Deadlock gang a long
But
time ago.
it's okay. So they're all in their placements, or like maybe some people are just.
I take it you don't want my autograph.
I don't think any one of them is smurfing really, but maybe they're just trying to play ranked at the end of the season and they don't really care.
Must violence always be the solution?
Okay, Widow. Are you gonna position yourself there? Yeah, some of them seem like smurfs because they're so low level, but it could be just someone new to Overwatch. So I got a good vision there, but you know... Yeah, I suppose.
Can you not hold it?
You know that there's
please?
someone coming out there, so you can just always aim for that and try to catch them as soon as they're coming out. Like always try to position your crosshair right where the enemy could be coming out of.
The reason why you guys died there is because you positioned yourself so poorly. Hello.
Hello! He's right though.
I'm not gonna rest that either. I can't, because then I will fucking die. Like, holy shit.
Okay, he's shit talking too much now.
I'm just telling you not to stand there, though. I've told you that guys 2 times in the defense round. It's actually just suiciding, standing there.
Yeah, you saw these two up there, and the 2v1 is hard to win, especially against McCree mostly because, as you saw, he's just gonna stun you. So you should have went like the other way around, right side, get high ground on the other side, and keep your distance to avoid getting stunned, and then try to take down the Mercy. So, yeah. Unlucky. You were too much in the open there, but you gotta keep track of if you get revived or not. Oh, so you got a Reinhardt now?
Mission ain't over yet.
No one can hide from my sight.
So they already got a point. You can... I mean, going left side would be quicker. But I guess you wanna...
Your head's down. We've almost got this.
See, you can tell that there are only like 3 people left on your team. Don't do the same mistake again and try to fight them there close up. Because you're gonna die alone. I know it's overtime, I know it's so tempting to just go in there and try and vibe them, but you're alone. Yeah. You're alone. You cannot really do much. Maybe one pick out of the blue, but it's so important. Like, people tend to get so nervous as soon as overtime starts kicking in that they don't realize they have to team up again. And that's why there's so many matches where the enemy team just like pushes through in overtime because the enemy team does not team up again because they're too nervous about it. And they all just want to do their 1v6, which doesn't work. Okay. So again, you're trying to take down the Roadhog. You should be on that Mercy. You can see where the healing is coming from. So you split up, yeah. You should go high ground now. Trying to get... Oh, that's good. Even though you get chased by the Tracer, you should have stayed high ground there. And be persistent about that position. Now you have given up your position, fell back down, or dropped back down, and got immediately taken out because you're so squishy. You can 1v1 a Tracer, don't be afraid of that, especially a soldier. What I do mostly in those situations is just try and use my Helix Rocket. When I see her blinking once, you have like a half a split second, feels like half a split second, to get down that Helix Rocket on the ground to at least take out like half her HP. And then she either recalls already, or you just have to be quick and go for headshot aim because it will take her down quicker. Okay, now you're going for Zenyatta. Now you actually do have a real comp. Where? That looks normal. It's normal. It could get. Okay. So they're setting up Torbjorn. You could try and locate it already, but you kind of heard that it must be up close, somewhere in the containers. Gotta be aware of that. You could have called it out for people that didn't notice. And that should be one of your priorities. You could right-click it. Already tried it up if you have seen it already. So yeah, so the turret is behind you. You see it. You should have taken care of that as well, because your task here is to stay in the back, stay behind some shields, and not get exposed too much. You're lucky that Winston didn't focus you any further, because you would have been down quickly. Whatever. Yeah. Usually I wouldn't recommend you staying on that high ground alone, because if you see they have a Pharah, they have a McCree, they can take you down easily, especially if you're alone there. So you gotta stay further back and try and protect yourself. I know you can deal a lot of damage, but it's important that you stay alive. And Discord orbs already do half the job of that, like dealing damage. So you need to stay further back.
No one can hide from my sight.
Reaper behind.
So good thing you call it, because I think half of the team didn't notice. What you also could do is calling out your Discord orbs, so that your team immediately gets a feeling of who to focus. Because if someone starts calling out, okay, Discord on McCree, Discord on Mercy, they look for her, or they start to focus her more often, which makes it a lot easier. See, you discorded Pharah, but went on focusing Roadhog instead. Good thing the enemy team is just wasting their ults there. See, they're always trying to make some 1v6 clutch plays in overtime. It's ridiculous. So that's, ooh, mate, that, I mean, you're not an assassin, you're not some Genji or Tracer you can just recall or dash out. You're Zenyatta who has to stay back. You have to stay really passive, even though I know you can deal a lot of damage, you can get those picks, but you have to play around those corners. You have to stay passive in order to survive and support your team. Otherwise you just get picked off, like from that McCree. See, the enemy team has the exact same struggles as you guys did. They do not team up at all. There are no team fights going on any further. They wasted their ults because they thought they could do 1v6. So you're getting
McCree
close to
probably
the
has
end.
ult.
Good. Nice. Nice timing on that ult. Really important. Because you heard that soldier would pop. Good end there, but still positioning work to do on soldier and on Zen. So let's not watch Silas. Thank y'all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I'm not too harsh on you guys, but it's tough love. It's tough love. And I hope you have a nice day.